Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. My name is Alexander Gordon Johans, and today I am going to speak to you about a very important lesson. Namely, we are fucking up the present as we have fucked up the past. And David Cameron really needs to learn that following in the footsteps and learning from Tony Blair is something that means responsibility and, learning from folly, not, hey, those bear traps he stepped into? I'm gonna step into them myself. Yay! Blunder, blunder, blunder. I will fuck it all up. Blunder, blunder, blunder. We're going to die. 'Cause that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to fuck everything up again. But then he does that a lot. And what does he do? He goes, well, I've got a joke about how you're getting full marks. Because you see, you're like a communist. Ladies and gentlemen, people are comparing the problem in Syria and the Middle East to the Nazis, right? Here's the thing about the Nazis. Winston Churchill, a Tory, fought the Nazis with communists. A Tory used the communists to destroy the Nazis. Does our little fucking Tory Marxist hating loony decide that maybe, there's wisdom to be gained from this? Maybe this person I'm calling a communist could be used as an aid to stop this terror I see as an equivalent to ISIS? No, because the situation that we face right now is not like the Second World War. Because you know what happened in the Second World War? We had one big, dubious fucking ally. Okay? America, admittedly, right, they did some things that weren't especially nice. Well, we all did things that weren't especially nice during the Second World War. Nobody ever does things that are especially nice during any war. But, America was pretty much, on our side. Pretty much good eggs in the Second World War. France, they were helping out, doing what they could. Numerous other countries were fighting the good fight in a way that meant that you could support them with a clear conscience. You could fight alongside them with a clear conscience. And then there was Stalin's regime. Then there was Iron Fist versus Iron Fist. Let's have the perversion of socialism versus the perversion of communism. And in fact, it really does amaze me how David Cameron doesn't, call Jeremy Corbyn what he is. A socialist. He calls him a communist. He calls him the guys that a Conservative member fought alongside against a greater enemy. He doesn't call Jeremy Corbyn, the guy we were actually fighting. Because you can't call Nazis socialists when they called themselves socialists. But you can call the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria when they call themselves the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. And you can indeed call a refugee a migrant. You can call someone who is a self-proclaimed socialist a communist instead. It's odd how this whole application of terminologies to insult is poorly worked out. It's very, very odd indeed, because we are not, at the moment, facing a situation like the Second World War. We do not just have Stalin as the head, as the counter to Hitler. We do not have perversion of communism versus perversion of socialism. No. What we have instead, ladies and gentlemen, is several different perversions of Islam, and nobody else knows what to fucking do, you know. Oh, and not forgetting, we also have a perversion of Judaism, in the sense that, you know, there's the whole Israel-Palestine thing that's going on at the same time as all these different countries are primed at each other. Okay, and this is why this is very much Tony Blair at 2.0. David Cameron is Tony Blair 2.0. He is making the same mistake. Okay? He is saying, oh yes, I will fuck things up and lead us into an illegal war because, hey, here's a prominent lie. Prominent lie. We've got 90,000 moderates. Yeah, there aren't. What essentially is going on in Syria is a load of different fucking moderate fucking groups, each proclaiming to be their own different sort of extremist, terrorist, supposedly Islamic sect. Each of them claiming to be the one true freedom fighter, terrorist, extremist, Islamic group. And all of them apparently moderates, and all of them apparently fighting ISIS, but also fighting each other. You know, it's kind of like, you know, the end of Life in Brian, when it's, you know, the People's Front of Judea and the Judean People's Front and the Front People's Judea or whatever are all kind of, you know, busy fighting among themselves instead of, you know, fighting fucking Rome. Except it isn't like that, because they are just as bad as ISIS to a certain extent. Oh, except for the fact that, oh yeah, ISIS is supported by Saudi Arabia, is supported by guns and munitions from Russia and America. Seriously, if Russia and America fucked off, if you just applied diplomacy, you could starve the fuckers out. You could starve them of guns and munitions, right? Okay, because they are getting their equipment from the boots that are on the ground there. Okay, if we just pull out and we just say, you know what? No, you step over this line, then boom, you get got. But if you stay within this zone, that's it. You're on your own. You want to fuck things up? Fine. We'll vet you at the borders. We will vet you. We'll have tiered fucking, you know, safe zones, tiered security zones, so that there will never be too big a grouping of people as we do the thorough security searches. You know, get the people who do security in Israel, you know, get them. They know what they're fucking doing. You can do this, right? You can make sure you have a tight fucking border so that refugees can get out and your countries can be safe. You can do this in such a way that you can starve ISIS of supporters. You can slowly fucking evacuate Syria by just having a strong, solid border, by saying, hey, you fucking step over this line, you want to cause trouble, that's it, boom, you're getting smacked. And I have no problem with having a defensive posture, as in, we're going to contain this shit, you want to have a fucking fight, you want to be the biggest king of the castle, fine. This zone, no more. You want to have your shitty little games, fine. You guys, you moderates, fight it out within this zone, and then we're gonna make sure that anything that happens afterwards, people can get out, can be properly checked, properly vetted, no extremists, no danger. Just make sure that people are safely and securely checked out so they aren't a danger. Make sure that anybody who tries to cause trouble are taken care of. And then basically, anything that happens within that central zone before all the various safety checks or whatever, fuck it. Have all the different moderate groups fight it out. Have it be like Lord of the fucking Flies. Have it be the, Highlander. There can only be one self-proclaimed Islamic group of, extremists, moderates, whatever. Okay, because the situation in Syria at the moment is just a clusterfuck. It is just a clusterfuck. And what is David Cameron's solution? Add more bombs. Blow more of it up. Well, what up? Where? Why? Who's gonna do the groundwork? 90,000 troops that we've pulled from our arse somewhere. No. You don't have the 90,000 troops, mate. You just don't. What you are going to do is cause civilian casualties. What you are going to do is make things worse. What you are going to do is spread extremism over the world. Because what you are going to do is say, hey, ISIS, I'm Goliath. Go tell everyone that you're David. What you're going to do is make them look like the good guys, because you are going to be doing such a fantastic impression of a bad guy as you fucking clueless fucking David Cameron, head of the tiny fucking insignificant Britain, decide we're gonna blow you up because we're still relevant to the international geopolitical community. We're not. We don't have an empire anymore. Heck, we barely have a United Kingdom. We barely have a fucking United Kingdom. So you know what? No, we're not gonna fucking go to war. It's not our place to. We aren't there anymore. Okay, I can understand the need for defensive measures. I can understand absolutely that ISIS are a nasty bunch of fucking individuals. I just disagree entirely that this is the right way to go about things. It's not even in this instance necessarily about fucking morality. In this instance, it's also just about fucking pragmatism. It's about the fact that if you want to fucking go to war with these people, you're going about it the wrong way. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking at me going, well, what do you know? What do you know? Ladies and gentlemen, our fucking Chancellor of the Exchequer, George Osborne, has got a fucking university degree in history. Not, economics. Or even fucking, accountancy. High-level maths. Just history. So, you know what? Fuck it. If that's how qualified the guy who is supposed to be managing the economy is, I figure, yeah, fuck it. I'm about as qualified as these fuckers to run the country. I might even stand at the next election. Vote for Alexander Gordon Johans. He writes weird fiction and feels suicidal. Give him the country. That'll totally work out. Be a damn sight better than this fucking lot anyway. Actually, that's a lie. I hate myself entirely. But, then that's the way, I am always worse than any other option. But, just genuinely, seriously, no to fucking up Syria more, okay? Let's just fucking quarantine Syria and make sure refugees can get out with proper security measures. Because we aren't helping. we aren't helping. All we are doing is poking the fucking hornet's nest, saying, hey, ISIS, come fuck us up. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work in our favour, you know? Saying, hey, dickhead, I'm over here, and I look like the perfect target. Have you noticed London? It's a massive tourist attraction. We get tons of people visiting there. Have you thought about bombing that? Yay! We're gonna bomb you. Totally, you know. Don't hit us or anything, you know. We're only gonna fuck you up. It's just... I swear, if bombing takes place in Syria, there will be attacks in London. You can be certain of it. Right? It's bound to happen. Okay? We are looking at one hell of a hornet's nest, and what is our reaction? How do we react? We react by saying, hey fuckers, over here, come and get us. I mean, as I say, these are nuts. These aren't Nazis. These aren't some great and terrifying threat. It's pest control. But fundamentally, like, how are you gonna fucking fight this pest? Are you gonna starve it out? Are you gonna make sure that it can fight among itself for a bit? Or are you going to rather ineffectually give it a bit of a hit and then say, it's probably fine, as meanwhile you've just fucking annoyed them and they're now coming to get you? Hello! So, this is the end of the episode. So, if you have liked this episode, then please, whitelist me on your adblock. Don't adblock my videos, because that will really help me a lot if I can have your ad removed. Leave a like, even leave a dislike, that helps me. Leave a comment, that helps me. If you want to favorite the video, that will help me. Subscribe, that will help me. I have a Patreon that you can donate to, and if you donate a certain amount, then there's a monthly newsletter for people who donate a certain amount, and if you donate a little bit more, then you also get to have your name at the end of the videos in a set sort of thing after this. So yeah, please, I have Patreon, so please donate some money to there. I do have a Twitter, twitter.com /FARSHNUKE. My Patreon, by the way, is patreon.com /FARSHNUKE. I have a blog where I put some writing and yes, a writing place where I do the writing. There you will find fiction writing, some kind of fetish stuff, and some, bloggy stuff about my life, and also there are links to the videos and stuff, so that's kind of the official place for the things of the things. That is FARSHNUKE.blogspot.co.uk. That's farshnook.blogspot.co.uk. And also I have a Reddit now. Reddits are cool. That's Farshnook official. So FARSHNUKE official. And yeah, there will be links to these in the description. But yeah, fundamentally, come and follow me on Twitter. Join my Reddit. I also have a Facebook fan page. Just search Alexander Gordon Johans. You might accidentally end up adding me as a friend, but that's okay. unless I know you in person, I'm just gonna send you a link to where you can find my fan page. And so yeah, just Alexander Gordon Johannes on Facebook for the fan page. And I will appreciate anyone sort of coming to my blog, and anybody who donates to me. You are awesome and amazing, because it would be nice to have food. It would truly be nice to actually have some food and stuff, and yeah. And I am actually looking for a job, but it's just very hard at the moment because of the crappiness of things. So before I go, I will just say, I utterly believe that America needs to get rid of its guns. I am thoroughly anti-austerity in general, and I fully believe that drugs and prostitution should be legalized and taxed the crap out of. So, see you, ladies and gentlemen.